You didn't realize that the narcissist chooses to follow the path of least resistance. A lot of the time, most of the time, they're going to try and find the easy way out. The easy way out of resolve. The easy way out of sport. In fact, they'll probably avoid sport. The easy way out of facing themselves. The easy way out of the relationship. The narcissist, the covert narcissist, the sinful person, likes to follow the path of least resistance. And this has horrible, detrimental effects on people who end up in relationships with them, because they're not going to be used to somebody that possibly has standards. They're not going to accept things that they need to rise to at different times. They're going to waffle along with what they believe to be the way of going about doing things, and it may not necessarily be the right way. Usually it's not. And everybody who ends up on their path of destruction, something of their past, has the same questions that they ask. Why did this happen? How did it happen? How did I end up where I did? Who really was this person? Not that it matters once the reality of the fact comes out that they were what's known as a narcissist, or somebody that just fades out of a relationship. They just fade away. Not by anything that you had done. Not by... I'm talking about people that haven't destroyed their relationship. They've just got caught up with somebody that was by nature someone that allowed their relationship to fade. And some people don't come out of it. They never find their way out of the carnage, the mess, the wreckage. And it may take them years to recover, years to understand how did that get so nasty. We hardly had an argument, but in the spiritual realm it was just vicious. There was something vicious about the relationship, something horribly vicious. But you possibly may have never had a fight. It could just be one thing of unresolved, an affair, an enmeshment. A lie, stealing. A lot of these people will steal your money. A letdown. They say they're going to meet you somewhere and they don't. And this can cause very serious implications to you. It can cause you to have accidents. I know in one of the cases of a covert female narcissist that I was married to, she didn't come out of the closet until after I was married to her. She didn't turn up for a walk. We'd gone on many walks, and this particular morning she decided not to come out for a walk. Oh well, we arranged to, but she didn't turn up. And it caused anxiety and unrest. It caused confusion and turmoil. And I was kiting that day, ocean kiting, and I was out there, and I decided I needed to come in. I better come in because I'm not psychologically lining up with where I need to be to perform properly. And I had a very serious accident, an accident that changed the course and destiny of my life. And so a lot of people have ended up with illnesses, physical situations where they've been maimed or harmed by way of accident. They could have been in a car crash with a narcissist, drunk or on drugs, or you can't tell what's going to happen from one thing to the next with them. And how relationships started off, like these people walking along the beach, and ended up with such ruin, is how a narcissist will go in a relationship. They'll just wreck it, ruin it. Once they start, for them there's no turning back. They just continue to break things, ruin things, wreck things, and it's all out of resentment and probably despite for who you are and what you stand for. I was a sportsman. Never once did I neglect that woman with sport. I was always unselfish about it. She couldn't stand it. Could not stand it. Ultimately, when I ended up in hospital, I asked her why, and I was quite angry. Where were you? Why didn't you stand by what you said you were going to do? And really, it was just blank. It was like talking to a blank canvas. The picture that was painted was a phony, and it was just a blank canvas. And of course, she went down the triangulation route, the enmeshment route, everything you could think of, this that you didn't want, and that narcissism is described to be. This person became it very quickly, and of course at the end it cost me hundreds of thousands of dollars as well. And these are the vicious things that can happen to you in your genuineness and devotion and loyalty, even at marriage, to you by someone that's a degenerative, sinful, unaware of themselves, covert narcissist. And once they go overt and you're married to them, there's not much you can really do about it, except I asked her to leave immediately. You need to leave my property immediately. That's where I lost all the money, because I was married to her. And of course she wasn't going to go anywhere without getting her hands on that. And she did. Promised she'd never touch the children's inheritance. And she did. And as soon as I realized that this person was infantile and unable to perform properly in an established relationship, I asked her to leave, don't come back. I walked away, and got on with my life, because by this time I knew exactly what was going on, how it was panning out, and I never ever wanted to or went back.